as you tear into this space directly after landing, a shadow begins to emerge from around one of these rocks. You watch as from around the edge, a large, metallic, automaton-like war machine curls around the corner with 3 tripod-like legs.
Oh, one of the big ones? One of the big ones?
Red flags adorn on its back, kind of flowing behind it. You can see what looks to be, at quick glance, 3, maybe 4 figures on it, across the center of it, and one on top.
Does it look like the same one Odohan was riding on?
Well, there was the mammoth one, which is the much larger one that's more of like the people mover. This one looks a little bit smaller, more compact. It's maybe about, I'll say, 18 to 20 feet tall.
Good God.
And about 15 feet wide, side to side.
Good God.
That's the smaller one. At a quick glance, you can see there are a number of mounted rifles of different sizes along the center platform, and on the top, one massive, muscular half-giant sits there holding the back of what looks to be a column of multiple rifles just attached and affixed in multiple layers. You saw something like this at the front of Imahara Joe's shop that stared you down for a moment before you entered, but this one is manned, mounted, and you can see what looks to be well over 24 different types of barrels with multiple inputs for black powder caps at the ready, and as it kind of whips around to both of you, and as it stands there, blocking where you're currently standing.
You are right, you do not know who I am. But I will change that. For you will, after this day, tell everyone you meet that you met the ire of Maricris.
Maricris.
Just side note, where is Maricris? Where is he in relation to the backpack I just set down?
He's kind of on the front of the center part of the platform of this large automaton.
Okay.
So he's kind of like leaning on the front by where the metallic guard wall is.
Okay, I'm gonna use my mage hand to set the timer off and blow up the bomb.
Nice.
How much time?
Is it close enough to it to do it?
I set it on next to the leg of the ruin crawler.
You did.
Yeah.
How much time are you putting on there?
Can it be instant?
Like instant, because we're far enough away.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
God.
we're 20 feet away.
We're
No, Orem and FCG are 20.
all right, then.
Feet closer than you.
Then in
So
your
20 feet
heads,
away from
before I do this, you hear, back up a little, and then I set it off.
Okay. Okay. So
Oh boy.
the two of you, I assume, back up.
We're gonna just scoot back a little, yeah?
Read your things. Place them here. Pay homage and greatness to the ruiner.
Yeah, sounds good. I just hop off the crawler.
Great. Now, the rest of you, if you would...
There is like a momentary flash of light before the sound hits you. This massive explosion that suddenly rocks the ground beneath it. You see stone go flying in all directions. For a brief second, especially all of you at this proximity, your ears immediately ring, and I do need the two of you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, because while you're not in the immediate explosion, there is shrapnel, or at least rock thrown up by this explosion.
18?
18. You manage to kind of like pull away from the bulk of it and only take 3 points of piercing damage. You take 6.
Should we run?
But as you all kind of like step back a bit, the smoke that surrounds it sits there, and you see the front leg of the tripod is fucked up. It's still like holding itself there, but it's like, and you can see one of the blue metallic energy, like arcane energy devices that's affixed to it is like partially dislodged and kind of like roughly hanging. Hodier.
Hondir.
Hondir, I mean, sorry.
Oh no!
Hondir. So
Hold the door.
that's one hit. That misses, thankfully. Misses.
Okay.
Hold the Honda.
That misses as well.
Okay.
And that misses as well. He gets one hit.
All right.
Actually, no, one of those would have hit, so he gets hit twice.
Not twice.
16. Hondir is unconscious. Hondir's just like, what's going on? falls onto the ground.
We can fix this. We can fix this.
We're gonna have a crawler soon, guys.
Laudna.
Oh no!
We're gonna have a crawler. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Birdie gets splashed, and is like, looks back over the shoulder. The goggles are starting to melt a little bit, and Fearne, I'm not feeling good.
Oh no!
Oh
Is it
god.
poisoned?
Wait, as in dead?
Acid.
This is
Or
acid. This is a vitriolic sphere. What did you roll?
Oh boy, this got bad real quick.
What did I, 21.
21. Yeah, so you take only 10 points of acid damage, and you do not take additional damage going forward.
You're microdosing the acid.
Great, that's great.
Laudna?
Imogen?
Imogen, what the fuck? So now you're making me do it. Now you're in my head. Now you're in my head.
Sorry, it's dangerous right now, so we're all a little.
A little bit on
It's
edge.
fine, Brennan. It's fine. Just keep going.
Touche.
Acid.
Sorry, which natural one?
Okay.
21 points of acid damage.
I'm
Laudna is unconscious. Imogen, I'm gonna keep saying
Holy
it.
shit!
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious
Oh no.
and still burning.
We're gonna have to
we're
get the
dead.
FCGs fast, so that's gonna be.
All right. And Ashton?
I rolled 19.
19? Okay, so you take 10 points of acid damage. All right. And as you're releasing the sphere, he like ducks down low to take full cover behind the wall there.
I'm gonna do some scorching rays on the big boy up top.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
All three on him, or?
God, we still have these douchebags.
They were running last
They
time.
were running away.
They were already piecing out.
Yeah, they're going over to the plunger.
17.
17 hits him.
Natural 16 plus.
That hits, yep.
16.
Yeah. So
All three hit?
66 fire
Wow.
damage to
Okay.
the
Oh, wait.
gunner.
Ooh.
Come on, fire druid.
15.
You're just adding 2 6s as you go.
It's so cute.
Just a little bit of garlic
Seasoning.
powder, a little.
A little more nutmeg. A little more nutmeg. A little more nutmeg.
19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. All right. So, I will shoot as I'm just slowly walking towards. I just keep shooting the scorching rays.
Oh yeah.
As I'm staring at it.
Just walking towards him. He's like standing there with his rifle over his shoulder. He's like reloading it on top of it as it's cruising away. And then all of a sudden glances over towards you, the smoke kind of framing him. He growls. The first one burns. The second one hits the side of the thigh and the gun just flies out of its grip. He looks back at you for the third one. And how do you finish him?
I would love for him to fall off, and then I can stand over him.
Okay.
Shoot
So
him
he,
in the chest.
the second one that hits him, he tumbles back, impacts the ground. He's like, he's there, like something is hurt. As he hits the ground, he's like, oh, and is trying to roll over, clutching into himself. He's barely conscious as you kind of begin to walk up to him as he's now fallen back onto this space.
I'll walk up and I'll just say, I'm gonna take your stuff now.
Oh shit!
Get him
Alrighty.
Jesus Christ!
Going.
So many fucking fours.
So she goes out and casts sleep on him.
Oh no!
Leans into the controls and the sleep spell ends because she's no longer
minute she went
concentrating on it.
unconscious,
And he starts waking up and goes and full on drives over him.
Oh my
Is he dead?
god!
Yeah, she runs over him. And then collides into the ruin crawler with the.
Since I was close to going, Orem was thinking like, I'm gonna get my rope and tie him. No, I'm not.
So she's down.
She's unconscious. You see an elven man, of shaggy dark brown hair, kind of suntan skin, a fair layer of soot kind of smeared and dust placed upon the exterior of his kind of linen outfit and clothes. He has a satchel of tools to one side, who's kind of looking up at it for a second, kind of glances back as he hears footsteps and looks. So. Oh my god.
Hi.
Fearne! Fearne! And runs up and like just brings you in this big bear hug. And you can see like he's about a good foot shorter than Fearne. This man of fine Fey elven features, a bit sallow in the face, but kind of a rugged handsomeness to him. His eyes have almost a golden sheen to their coloration when it pokes through the bit of like shaggy hair that's in the middle of his face. But as he kind of just holds you, and you can manhandle him if you really want to, although not with your strength maybe.
I pick him up. Just the biggest hug.
Oh, love, it's been so long.
I'm so much taller than you.
Yeah, it's been some time you've grown up. That's,
I haven't. I've grown up quite a bit. It's been a very long time since you guys have been gone.
You're not wrong. Why, you grew up faster than we expected.
Well, I think maybe it's been a little longer than you expected. So it seems.
Okay, well, either way, glad to see you looking so strong and coming into your own for a young adult, huh?
I don't know if I would even be considered a young adult anymore, even though I feel like one. I'm 112 now.
Oh, that's cute. What?
I think we missed a lot of time.
Okay. Well, that's been strange, you're not wrong. Well, regardless, we'll talk over it and figure it out. I'm just happy to see you.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you too. This is just so amazing and strange. And what is this?
Oh, well, you know what? And as you all kind of glance up and he looks, what you notice now, up kind of about 15, 20 feet up this massive structure that's like maybe about 3 feet below breaking the hole in the ceiling, what you thought was a part of the machine, you now see are some long bent limbs that clutch it from each side and legs that wrap around it. And out of the corner, you see a familiar pale face come around with long, pointed fey ears, jet black glistening eyes, and a big, wicked grin. You can see a heavy set of goggles over the eyes, and what looks to be a dark leather, like an apron of some kind that's around the body, and these long gloves that go past the elbows. Hi, friends. And he slowly begins to descend like a spider crawling down his web.
Does he still have his little teeny top hat?
There is no tiny hat on his face at the time. Come with me.
Okay.
And as he grabs your hand, the fingers like wrap around your hand and clutch across his hand.
I've got very tiny, dainty fingers too. So
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
He kind of pulls, and in this one like a solid move, and he pulls you back. His long bent limbs, kind of him having to like crouch down to get to where you're standing, and pulls you to the front of this odd device. It looks.
She's in it.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, that might have been the best.
The choice of mug makes it even better.
7 years.
I just felt some like scratching, and I was like, "There's a creature!"
But it was a cup.
It's Ira. It's Ira. It's Ira.
Thank you.
Alex Ward. Alex Ward.
Fucking amazing. I don't know what I thought was gonna kill me in this moment
Did you
right now.
request that cup?
No, I think they saw that I removed
Oh, I
a
see.
can off
Very
these
hot.
streets, and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
just
That
thinking
was
of me. That was very nice.
fantastic.
She likes to stretch things out real far.
Fearne's told us a little bit about Maury, but what was Maury like before Fearne?
Yeah, I've not spoken of her much. She's, like us, one of those outlier fae. She keeps to herself. She's kind of a collector of sorts. She plays guardian to one of her own fanes, place of power, and she does favors for those who ask in exchange for things to add to her collection.
Completely outside the court.
Aye. She's what you would call, crone, hag, all sorts of other types in that realm take variations of that, but she has no coven. She's a strange one in her own right. Don't know how old she's been. She's always been around since I have.
Fate Stitcher is quite the title.
What a mini.
And y'all thought she would be great to take care of your daughter.
Well, she's wonderful.
It seemed to work out okay for the most part. I mean, there could have been worse choices. Trust me.
So,
Like points up towards Ira.
Sure.
and I have a question. So, in order for Maury to do favors, you have to give her something.
Eh?
Oh. Was I something that you gave for a favor?
Well, no, we did. And he looks over his shoulder up towards Ira, who's in the process of installing the weave lens. You can see him kind of clutching the green circle of glass off to one side as he's like pulling aside bits and beginning to install it. And you see Ollie's face just go pale. Looks over at Birdie, and she like sits down in a chair.
Oh. This adds a bit of a wrinkle to the story.
What? And Birdie kind of looks at Fearne. There wasn't like an exchange. Ira, you said that she would make this for us, right? Right? And you hear in the back the voice go, and with that, it's done. Closes it. Gets scroll down. Who would like to take the first look now that it's complete?
Natural 20
Oh!
plus 1. So 21 plus 27.
You needed a 28.
It's on the rudest die, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. You click in, and you're trying desperately to ignore the feeling of Ira's fingers kind of like wrapped around your shoulder as he sets you into the machine.
I'm 1/5 the size of that hand.
Yeah. Glancing in, he adjusts some of the elements. Does that help? Tell us what you see. And as you focus in, you see the same lattice shape. You can blink a bit. Roll a religion check for me.
Oh my god.
Religion? What?
Let's go.
I have a plus 1 to this. 8.
8.
Better than a 1, though.
It's true. While the nature of this lattice-like field that contains the red moon evades you, your eyes catch a glint in the middle of the red storm. As like the device is scanning past the front of it. And it's moving away from it. Do you say anything?
I see a glint. Sure. I will reach out and grab Imogen's hand, which is right above me. I yank her over and duck my head down.
Okay.
Oh.
Is Iris still like turning the device and it's kind of like scanning past
Wait,
it?
stop.
It clicks in a few more places and it gets in a little bit closer and pushes, and you can see it straining. There's like the energies of all the orbs around it. You could see, for those of you who aren't in the device, they're now bright. And there is a vibrant hum in the chamber as it is drawing all the energy from these various orbs that have been collected and embedded within this machine. It's taking a lot of power to do what it's doing.
Orm also takes his hand with a sentinel shield on it, and I reach down and interlace hands with Imogen and clasp to try to send the vibration of that shield into her.
Now, you've seen a few storms in your time. Red clouds swirling angrily, aggressively, hungrily in your dreams, moving and consuming. Behind them, nothing but dust and shadow. And as this device pushes past the layer of lattice, cage-like energy, pushing beyond the boundaries of your vision, the storm, clearer than it's ever been, you see it part for but a moment. And there's a city. And that's where we're in tonight's episode.
Oh, you can't do that!